Wap,
Adele's
wap,
going to
wap.
be coming with some bashment beats. It's going to be Afro beats in the house, provided by Adele.
Kinda cold. I am leaving. I'm leaving this podcast.
Excuse me. Can I please talk to you for a minute?
Sure. You look kind of familiar.
Yeah, you do too. But I just wanted to know, do you know somebody named... You know his name.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I know his name.
Well, I just want to let you know that he's mine.
No. He's mine. Dun, 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 dun.
And about you know, it's
It's
not hard to see the boy is mine.
I'm
Hello.
sorry that you seem to be confused. He belonged to me. The verses was everything.
Hey!
I love
Hello,
it.
everyone. Welcome to the 802. I am Brandi.
I am Monica, and this is the 802 verses. Another day.
Yeah, you are on the Ride of Your Life with Dan and Nick once again. One more week. I slipped a little bit into DJ voice then. Didn't I?
I know. Look at us coming from. We're on this ride this week, coming from you from Liverpool to London this week, and we are giving you everything you want because our podcast makes you happy, makes you feel good, and you subscribe. Hence the reason why you're listening to this again another week. So, hi, how are ya?
I am great. I don't know if you're asking me or the listeners, but
Everybody.
I'm going to answer for everybody.
Everybody.
I am good. How was your bank holiday? I know you got
My
stories
bank
to tell.
holiday was great. I spent most of it crying and moving. So, this week was my moving day. I moved out of my current house to a brand new temporary apartment, and it really was emotional. But so my bank holiday was mostly spent hungover, so that was fun.
Oh, hungover moving it. I mean, moving itself is terrible.
It's
This is
absolutely
an awful
awful.
experience.
I hate it, but it is
Moving
what it is.
hungover must have been hell.
I'm telling you this now. I honestly thought I was going to die, but you know what? Onwards and upwards, because we have to do this in order to for better things to come. So
Yeah. And if you weren't getting drunk in Manchester on this weekend, it wouldn't have been right. This
True.
was, I think everybody listening knows, but there are some international listeners. So it's the last weekend of August is bank holiday weekend in the UK. And that is two big things usually happen. You've got Manchester Pride. And then you come down to London either on the Sunday or the Monday to go to Notting Hill Carnival.
Which is
and they were both cancelled.
iconic. Yes, but we need to get into some. We have some tea.
We had tea.
We have tea, yes. So Notting Hill Carnival, of course, was sadly it was virtual this year due to Miss Rona. But there was some headlines still making the news, even once there wasn't Notting Hill Carnival, and that was because Miss who? Miss.
Don't bring it up. No, we're going to talk about this later. Don't bring it up now. We haven't even done announcements.
Fine.
We haven't even done announcements.
Fine.
There is. Yep.
We have tea. We have tea. What a guan. So
my bank holiday. You didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you.
I was going to ask you anyway, honey.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Daniel, how did you spend this lovely bank holiday weekend?
Well, I had loads of fun this bank holiday. So I went up to Norfolk to see
I saw.
the family.
Looked lovely.
So saw my brother, his wife, the boys, and their tiny little baby girl.
Aww.
Had a really, really nice weekend. Actually, we went to some like drum and bass day festival.
Oh wow.
Now, if anyone knows anything about me, drum and bass is not really the gig I go for. But it was actually really fun. Like the vibe was really fun. They like set out on tables, so everyone was like social distancing in their family groups, which was nice. The only issue was it was so windy and I was so cold, and I can't do lower than like 14 degrees on a normal day.
Yes.
So at some point I just collecting people's clothes to just put on me, so I could just be like, I just need to wear everything so that I'm not stood in this field freezing my ass off.
Oh my god.
But yeah, and then went out for a family dinner on the Sunday.
Oh,
or was that Monday?
Lovely.
Monday, and then just came back. It was a really nice bank holiday weekend. But back in London, back working, back to the grind, making moves, doing things,
making money moves, making that WAP money. We see you, honey.
Give me the WAP money. We're making the moves. The money will come later, hopefully.
Well, I'm really glad you had a time with the fam because it looks absolutely lovely, and it's always good to spend time with them. Because I know it's been a while, haven't you, since you've seen the fam properly?
Yeah, so I've not
Yeah.
seen any of them since lockdown started, which was, I think, like 18 weeks ago, something
Yeah,
crazy.
it's quite long.
So, yeah, long time. But, really good, really cute.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Good.
I am the best uncle going. Stephen,
Uncle,
if you're listening,
yes.
I win. I'm winning the uncle competition, so you need to step your game up.
Oh.
Should we jump into it?
Yes. So, do we have any
Okay.
announcement this week? Or
Announcements. So I was sort of like cut off all weekends. I haven't really looked at any announcements. I can probably let me find an announcement or two.
I have like one announcement to drop for listeners. And there is a podcast called Delusional Daters Podcast, which is run by two lovely girls, the lovely Bridget and Yasmin, and they're coming over from Montreal, Toronto, and their podcast is it's just two delusional women struggling to date in their 20s, kind of like me and you, Dan. Just,
Talented.
They are really, really funny. And I just want to say a quick shout out to them because they messaged me on Twitter the other day, and they're doing well. And their shows are usually on a Thursday, so when you're done finish the 8:02 on a Wednesday, you could listen to them on a Thursday. Ta-da! There you go.
That sounds amazing. I'm definitely going to jump on that, have a little listen. My announcements this week is that I would like a cuddle.
Aww.
I came unprepared, so I was scrolling through Twitter, and then there's just this TikTok of these boys having a cuddle, and I would like that. So if anybody's around and fancies a socially distanced cuddle, I don't know how they work. I don't think it does work. And it's sort of just waving from 6 feet apart. But that'll do for now. So if anybody would like to do that, hit me up on the Instagram. It's DanJamesLDN on Instagram and DanJamesLDN on Twitter. Let's get this cuddle going.
I think so. I'm sure you have a lot of like people that would be interested in giving you a cuddle, Dan, because you're adorable. So I have no fear that you will be
fully adorable. Also,
your lists will join. Mm-hmm.
Now that with September's in, like the summer's over, which means we're going full into the bulking.
I know.
I'm really enjoying, firstly, eating a lot. That's really nice. Yes. And secondly, now I never thought I was in a twink stage, but you said I was a twink. You are. We're going from twink to twonk.
I knew that was coming.
We're hitting the twonk. Although I always thought I always started off a bit twonky. So maybe we're going to like jock. What's the step up from twonk?
I don't know. Otter? No, it can't be.
No, otter's all about the body hair, and my body hair's odd. Like on the chest, it's fine, but then down the stomach, it's just a bit strange. So it's not really there. So I guess you'd say jock.
Yeah, we will say jock for now. That's
basically
fine.
What's going to happen is within the next few months, I'm going to reach the point where I'm going to start doing underwear adverts on Instagram. That's
I mean, girl, get that Box Month menswear sponsorship.
I mean, we need it. Come on, Box, give me them 6 quid underwear for free. I ain't got 6 quid to spend on panties.
No, honey, not me. Unless it's Savage Beauty panties.
Oh, I don't know about Savage Beauty panties.
It's Rihanna's Savage,
Oh,
the lingerie. No,
it's Savage Fenty.
Those. Yes.
You said Savage Beauty.
Savage Beauty.
What you meant was Fenty Beauty.
Yes.
So don't come over here thinking I'm the one who messed up. I'm the one who doesn't understand.
Ma'am.
That ain't me. That's all you, baby.
Listen,
you're gonna come up with some incorrect references and expect me to be the fool? I'm not having it.
Listen, I am hungover today. Don't try me, bitch.
Sorry, we'll take it easy on Nick today. He's had a big weekend.
It's been a long weekend for me, okay?
Okay, so the announcements are, say the name of the podcast again?
Delusional Daters.
Delusional Daters.
Yes.
Get into it.
Yes.
Also look out for my glow up into full jock Instagram underwear boy within the next few months. Also, I don't know if you all noticed. In fact, I know not all of you noticed because I've looked at the figures. We gave you 2 episodes last week.
I know.
We're going to give you 2 episodes this week.
Yes.
We're going to give you 2 episodes next week. From here on out, on Friday, what we're going to do is we are going to give you just a little 20-minute thing where we answer some questions and give some advice to you guys and girls so that when you're getting ready, when you're for your Friday night drinks, you can just throw us on. We'll be your companions while you're putting on that makeup, while you are deciding on the look for the night. We're going to be there. answering your questions and giving some advice. If you didn't listen to the back of the bus last week, go back, have a little listen. It's right under this episode on whichever platform you listen to. And then on this coming Friday, the back of the bus will be up again. And if you have a question for the back of the bus, if you have some messy situation that you just want to know, hey guys, what's the way to go about this? Or you just want to tell us a story and listen to our reaction to it, you need to get that to the 802 podcast@gmail.com, and that's the 802 podcast@gmail.com. Send them in, we'll read them, we'll have a little kiki.
So you know what you need to do? Hit the subscribe button, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell a friend, tell your grinder hookup, because you're out of lockdown now. So tell you, when you're done, have like your little, your do up and your love up. Just look to your grinder hookup and be like, hey, even if you don't see me again, listen to the 802 podcast.
I'm with you. And I feel like true supporters of the podcast will be on Grindr. And within the first 5 messages, if you get that far, but beyond the hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Yeah, good. That everyone does. I want to see some 802s dropped in there. Mm-hmm. I want to be like, hey, you heard this? The 802. I want you to quote something we've said or one of our guests has said. Go back to the episode, find your favourite quote, drop it in the chat. We're here to help you, and apparently we're here to help you get laid as well.
Amen.
Although, it's Corona times, so be careful out there.
Yes, be careful. Wrap it up, but, promote the 802 while, you do what you need to do.
We need branded condoms.
Oh, that's a mood.
We need branded condoms for you girls to keep in your bottom shelf and then forget to use. And then you got to go down to the clinic. Then you got to talk to the doctor. And while you're at the clinic, tell the doctor, listen to the 802.
Yeah.
And then also tell them about your discharge. But,
yeah, don't be coming on this coach don't be coming on this coach if you got discharge. No, honey.
No, we keep the discharge to yourself.
Oh,
but
God.
Every opportunity is an opportunity to tell somebody, and you can start today. Tell that man in your bed, listen to this podcast. It's a good time. We're having a good time.
Amen. But
Should we get into it?
Should we get into it this week?
Right. But Nick, what you want to do is Gonna say the name of the segment now.
Let me tell you something, because it's time of the day. But you know what? Do you know what? You know what? Let me tell you something. This week.
Hit me.
Miss Nash, Miss Nancy Nash,
cute.
darling.
Yes.
We just want to say congratulations, girl. You are doing it. Like, so for someone like me who's grown up like watching like Reno 911 and like the Mighty Bee and Slacker Cat and the Cleveland Show, you know that she was also Madame Cassandra in That's So Raven once back in 2003. So, Madam, let me give you a little backstory. So, Carol Denise, as you know, is an American comedian, actress, and television host, model, and producer, best known for performances on TV. Now, she was married to a man previously, and which was Mr. Jay Tuckett, I think it was. She was married to Don Nash, and then she was married to Jay Tucker. And at her last wedding, there was a girl called Jessica Bates that sings at her wedding, and they always had a very great friendship, and that persisted. It was announced yesterday out of the blue that she got married in secret, and I was gagged. So we just want to say congratulations, honey, because we love to see it.
We do. This is such lovely news, and
considering the year we've been through.
On your wedding day,
I know
that's power.
Yeah, that is power. I mean, and you know what? Yeah. She looks absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. So it's good to have something good in the world, considering we're going through Corona. But you want to know what's actually pissing me off in the other part of, let me tell you something. The robbery of the VMAs. You wanted to say
what's getting under my wing,
didn't you? Robbery. I did, but I had to hold it back.
Go on, I'll let you have this one.
Let me tell you what's getting under my wig. MTV robbery. How did you rob Chloe and Haley?
Of best quarantine performance.
Right?
I don't know who.
When they gave you performance after performance in their backyard.
Turning looks, giving you visuals, every performance different.
MTV, you are going to have a heavy-worded email from me and the gays, because we are better. Bitter.
Do not. The only way this makes sense is if it was fan voted, because fan voted awards, firstly, should be banned. There's no way fan voted awards are silly because you can name the award anything, and it's just like who can muster the most people to press this button. That's not saying like, oh, this performance was better than this performance, or you did something amazing and revolutionary and you've really pushed the boundaries or provided excellence in this thing. No, you just got a bunch of teenage girls to press a button. Okay, I mean like nothing against that. Well done, you. But it should just be called the like teenagers pressed a button award. Who can make the most doing it?
And what annoyed me, right? The people that were in that category were the following: CNCO, Unplugged at Home, who won. DJ D Nice, Club MTV present Dance Together. John Legend, Together at Home. The Lady Gaga Smile from the One World Together at Home. Plus Post Malone Nevada Tribute. Now, that wasn't just the only robbery of the fucking night. Do you know what the other robbery was?
Give it to me.
Normani,
right now.
Motivation, choreography by Sean Banghead, being nominated for Best Choreography but being won by BTS. Robbery. The robbery.
Now BTS, they're cute.
They're iconic.
They got some moves, they got some choreo, it's cute. That motivation video.
Everything.
I'm still mad at the gays about how slept on motivation still is.
Right?
As a perfect pop anthem, as a cute bop, and as choreography mastery. That video is beautiful. That video is shot. The choreo is something that everybody... The choreo is like... You know how back in like the late 90s, everyone knew the steps? Like you'd learn the steps. There was an entire band called Steps who were dedicated to teaching you steps to their songs. That were technically other people's songs and sometimes their songs. But people would know the steps. Motivation is one that if it comes on, you should know the moves. And I don't know the moves because I cannot pick up choreo without somebody showing me. And it's my biggest failing as a person.
But you do well. But when you do, the part you do, Daniel, you slay. So
I mean, I'm fucking it up, but I'm fucking it up with a smile on my face.
I have never seen you not do choreography when we ever were out together, and you.
That's because we're always 6 drinks deep. You can't see anything.
Honey, last time I checked, where we went out, we caused a crowd.
Yeah, we did have a little audience that last time. And I hope that lesbian couple are doing well.
I hope they're doing well. So shout out to you, lesbian. If you see us again in town, say hi. Be like, hey. And we'll be like, hey, listen to 802. We have a show now.
We literally mentioned you at that time. We did a full performance by the tables in some empty bar. Just nothing else going on.
God.
Yeah, the VMAs themselves were an interesting time.
It really was.
Like, the way I always do the VMAs is I'm not stared up to watch it, but I will watch the performances afterwards and I'll look at who won.
Yeah.
There is something, and I accept this is a problem with me. I don't think this is a problem with anything else. This is a personal issue and I need to work through it, where Miss Gaga just doesn't give it to me.
Yeah.
There's something about her performance style, there's something about the way she moves and moves around a stage that for me, just for me, it ain't giving it. Yeah. It ain't giving it.
I mean, she turned the looks.
The looks were cute.
The looks
were cute. Although we need to retire this like pink and black leather bikini thing.
Oh yeah, it's been done.
Yeah, like we did it. We get it. Let's have something different.
I will give her this though. Face mask, honey. Face mask.
Oh yeah.
For your money.
I mean, she told the girls. I don't know if parts of it were lip synced because that mic was moving. The mic was moving madness and there was no change in the sound. But when Ariana came out, I was like, this girl kind of got it. I'm just watching you and like seeing you move in the talent. I'm like, I can understand it. I'm getting something. Gaga, I'm like, the package is good. The package is good.
It's like when you buy like
something.
it's when you buy like a heat and eat meal from like Tesco and you still have to add salt.
Yeah. Or like you buy cake mix but you got to put an egg in it. It's fully that. There's just something missing for me, and she falls into the victim of like gay hype and excitement becoming too much, so that like everything's blown up to be the best thing that ever happened ever, and then you look at it and it's like it was good and enjoyable.
Yeah.
Why I have to think about this as like the second coming of Christ, I don't know, because it's like she's in a pink leather bikini, she's dancing weird, she's like doing it, and then she did that slowed down version of Stupid Love, which I just never pull that out again. I did like the brain piano though. The brain piano was cute.
Yeah, that was cute. That was cute. You know what? It's always with Gaga. It's always very different. So hey, live your life, sis. We're proud of you. Do your
Yeah.
thing. Do your thing.
And from the Rain on Me female collaboration, segue, other female collaboration, Brandi and Monica.
Did you stay up for this? Because I was awake. Did you see my
I know
tweets?
you're awake. I saw your tweets.
It was so nostalgic. It really was everything I could ask for. Like,
So
I
again,
would
for
have.
those who don't know, Brandi and Monica were on this week's Versus. So Versus has been running since like lockdown began, really.
Yeah.
And sort of pitting similar artists against each other, where they like play their hits, their catalog, and like compete. And then there's no real winner. The internet decides. The streets decide a winner. And this week it was Brandi and Monica, infamous feud from the 90s. Brandi and Monica, where, as everyone knows, or if you don't know, you're going to know now, Monica punched Brandi in the face twice. Was it twice?
Yeah.
Before they went on to perform The Boy Is Mine. She punched her in the face, which, the 90s were a different time.
A different vibe. So for someone like me I grew up in an era of classic R&B music. So there are moments where they throw in a bit of Keisha Cole. They throw in did Blackstreet, like a bit of like meet me at the altar in all white. I was like, what is this? They even thrown in a bit of Darkchild. And if you don't know who Darkchild is, he is one of the greatest producers that has made iconic songs, including Britney Spears, Toni Braxton, Missy Elliott, and loads more. Darkchild is
Darkchild has done Destiny's Child songs.
Right? Yeah, say my name, say my name.
Yeah.
Yes, iconic. And it was so nostalgic. But it was just like, Monica is good. She looked divine. She looked stunning. But I just have to give it to Brandi. Brandi's range is unmatched. Brandi has this aura about her. When she sings, her runs are so clean. It takes you back to just sit down with your little TDK cassette, with your Walkman, watching, like, just chilling out in, like, a nice little cool vibe. It just takes you there. For me, it was good. I really enjoyed it. But Monica was shady. Shady.
Monica.
Shady.
There was the thing with Monica where I was like, did someone give Monica, like, just like half a Valium and a whiskey before she went out on the stage? Monica was like, look, I'm getting paid. I'm going to be here. This is all anybody asks me about in interviews ever. So Monica's just over it. Monica's like, she wants her life to not be about Brandi. But yeah, she was pulling every time Brandi came out with another damn poem.
Oh God.
So I caught up with what happened today, and even I didn't watch the whole thing, but even I was like, Brandi,
Did you
stop
see
it?
Did you see my tweet? I said
Darkchild did Lose My Breath by Destiny's Child. Oh, okay.
Yes. What?
Cater to You.
What?
He did Holler by the Spice Girls.
Right.
Deja Vu from Beyonce.
Right.
Okay. Give this man his flowers.
Give his man his flowers.
Oh, he's
I tweeted and said, Brandi out here with the poems, a modern day Maya Angelou.
And still she will rise.
God.
To tell Monica what she thinks about him. No,
Monica's face was like, oh God, another one. You know that woman was it in some, everything was a BBC clip when it was a Brexit, and she was like, another one. That's exactly what Monica's face was saying.
That woman from Bristol.
Oh God, yes, her iconic.
Absolutely iconic. This is fun. This was a good time.
Yeah, it was good.
So I'm like Brandi and Monica, never really my vibe thing. I think I was just a little bit later than that. So like Destiny's Child was sort of where I started. So Brandi and Monica just like hit before then, and then sort of at the same time. So I didn't know that many of the songs, but like it's one of those things I was listening. I was like, what is this? I'm gonna have to go on Spotify and get this up and pull up the whole
thing.
thing.
The playlist is amazing, by the way.
I'm gonna need the Brandi Monica. I need it, and then you finish with The Boy Is Mine, and we're like, everyone knows The Boy Is Mine.
Give it up, had about enough.
Enough.
Oh God, it was just, you know what? Just looking back at that music video, it was so much tension with them too, because at that time
they hated each other.
They hate each other, and look at them now. Slaying. It was just, you know what? It really reminded me of me and you when we do a podcast, because they were just like laughing and having a good time and thinking about memories, and I was like, this is how I see me and Dan when we sit down and have our podcast. It's nice.
We reunite after our major falling out.
Yes.
We haven't spoken for years, and we come back. We do
and
the
then it's like, oh hey bitch.
And we're like, I remember what you did, but I'm here for a good time.
Yes, I'm here to get my coin, honey.
Yeah. Now, talking about successful black women.
Yes.
Adele.
Oh.
Adele.
Hello from the other side. Wagwan. Wagwan, Warner. And I catch fire from the rain. Watch it cold that I look away.
Adele. This was so funny.
Oh.
The
memes, honey. The memes.
So Adele, go on Adele's Instagram page if you haven't seen what we're laughing at. Just so funny. Adele is in a Jamaica flag bikini top.
Mm-hmm.
She's got like gold yellow feathers, obviously because carnival behind her. And someone, one of you melanated folk, sat her down and put Bantu knots on her head.
Right.
Adele. No, Adele is from South London. So
yes.
we know Adele fucks with carnival.
Yeah.
Like, but this just gave me such a laugh. I'm still laughing.
The girls were angry.
They were so mad. And
the girls were mad.
I get it.
I get
fully get it.
I get it.
If you're looking at this and you are screaming cultural appropriation, fair enough.
Yeah.
If you are mad about it, fair enough. If you, in your life, are cancelling Adele for this, fair enough.
Yeah.
If you were asking me in my life if I'm cancelling Adele for this,
the
answer is a strong and resounding no.
No.
Because this was too funny.
It was too funny. It was.
This was too funny.
And I saw people saying, "Oh, it's a cultural appropriation, yada yada yada." And this is just my take. I get it, and I could see why people would take, a little bit offensive. But there are many a times when, as someone who has lived on a carnival island most of his life, when it comes to carnival, a lot of people like to feel like they're part of the culture. Mm-hmm. And sometimes this is how they pay homage in reality, to be like, hey, I want to do this, but I can see the difference with the the hair and then the thing, but I don't think Adele meant any harm whatsoever. She didn't.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Like,
it was, for me, it was nice to see her appreciating the culture.
For me, it was just funny.
But it was funny.
I don't even want to invite the conversation because I have absolutely nothing nuanced or interesting to say that other people can't say. I can just say, I fully understand if you're mad about this. For me, in my house, this was funny. It will remain funny. And all the jokes around it have been funny. And thank you, because this was a good time. Adele, please.
More.
We'll give you this pass. This is a pass. Get away with this. No more. Be you, be Adele, be fun, throw the guns up like we like that, do everything. Be from South London, but be from South London, not from Jamaica. But also, holy hell.
Oh, the girls were not happy. The girls
not happy
were
at all.
Not happy.
Not happy at all. So, another black woman, Naomi Osaka, did you see this?
No, I didn't.
I feel like this episode is just like showbiz news.
I feel like it is. I mean, there is a topic I'm going to touch on which might change the course of the podcast, but I'll leave that for the end.
Okay, well, what I will do is just finish up. We'll round up showbiz news.
Yes.
Naomi Osaka, who, because of the Jacob Blake incident, decided not to play in her scheduled tournament game.
Yes.
She decided she was sitting that out.
Yes.
She's like, now's not the time. And then she turned up at the US Open for her match in a Black Lives Matter mask.
We love to see it.
Naomi is using her time on camera to let you girls know that, yes, she is black. And yes, she cares. And shit needs to be done
Mm-hmm.
sooner rather than later. And everybody who is mad about it and thinks that politics should stay out of sports can... I don't even have
Get
an
in the
insult
bin.
for you.
Get in the bin.
Get in the bin.
Yeah, just get
In the bin. Or like, actually, don't even get in the bin.
Like a
That's
compressor.
quality bin space. I got
Yeah.
things to throw away. Just walk yourself down to the dump, find a seat, and stay there. That's it. That's what I'm saying on that one. That was just the thing that happened. Thank you.
Find a seat and stay there. I love it. Like just fall into a compression machine.
Just like pretend you're a car. They all seem to love cars.
Yeah, I know what's that.
So
about.
Pretend you're one. Get on those little magnets. Use one of those giant belt buckles I know you own. Use that to hook onto the magnet, and then just get crushed into a very nice little cube. And then look at you. Look at you contributing by being a cube.
Right?
You're exactly as useful as you are as a human being.
We love to see it. But
I mean, we would love to see it. It hasn't happened yet, but if it ever does, I specifically would love to see it.
on another part of showbiz news, do you want to know what actually made my day? Cardi B revealed in a Hot 97 interview earlier, and she said she wanted Lizzo in the WAP music video, but Lizzo was on vacation and she wasn't in town. Can you imagine?
Lizzo would have killed.
Can you imagine?
Oh
my god!
Killed it.
Oh. We need a remix. Lizzo, jump on board. Cardi's and Megan's work together. Let's get the girls on board for a second remix.
Could you imagine like a Lil Kim style Ladies Night remix of WAP?
Oh my
with
god!
Like not only just the rap girls, but I want some of these singer ones. I want a little pop moment. I want Normani on the song, not just in the video.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you had like Lizzo, Normani, Rosalia, who people like, I had not really heard her, but
she's really good. I like Rosalia. She's really
Cardi, Megan, just the girls.
Just get the girls.
Get the girls on.
Get the girls. Or even put a hand out to Adele as well.
Oh!
Get Adele.
Come
get
on,
Adele on the
Adele.
WAP. Yeah.
Adele, you got to show them how to work it.
Yeah.
You got to show them how to whine.
Yeah.
Do a little
you
slow wine,
give us
fast wine.
some the WAP British version. WAP
Adele's
WAP
going to be coming with some bashment beats. It's going to be Afro beats in the house, provided by Adele.
Cannot cope. I am leaving. I'm leaving this podcast.
What? It's not my fault. Adele was on the soca stage and she was having herself a good ass time.
Damn right. Also, before we change topic real quick, I have to. I know what really made me proud. Yesterday morning, I woke up and BBC One was playing soca music from Machel Montano and Kestif Fintala, and it was so. I felt like home was so refreshing. Because I don't really, you don't hear soca enough on mega radio stations like BBC One. And they had like a carnival audition. And imagine I woke up and it was like, where am I? Am I in Liverpool? Because this is soca on the radio. And they played soca all day. So BBC One, thank you for that. Thank you for everyone who got involved. It was nice. It was nice to bring that flavor and essence to the population of Great Britain. Well done.
Yeah, and also Kiss FM had a full, like, whole weekend was Carnival.
Oh, we love it.
And whole weekend was Carnival. It was so good. But I was very sad because I wasn't stood on the street in Notting Hill, not wearing very many clothes, and just having myself
Do you
a
ever?
good old time. I got clothes on now. You can't see it, but they're on.
Amazing. Also, are you ready for a bit of tea I have for you?
Hit me.
So, this is just a little thing I'm going to put on if people listen to the podcast, right? When a group of people or anyone creates something and you really, really like it, please don't only message me about it on DMs. Please jump in. Please go to iTunes and just hit the 5 stars. Please. I'll appreciate it. Please, I'm begging you.
Are you saying you're drowning in DMs?
Yes. There was like it's like your episodes are really funny. Yes, but please give us 5 stars. We need it. I'm begging. A mess. But yeah, so just putting that out there.
Yeah, we appreciate the DMs.
Yes, we do appreciate the DMs. We do indeed.
DMs are good for us. They make us feel good.
it make us smile and make us happy. So keep on going. But yeah,
really enjoy doing this show.
I know.
But the struggle is finding people Like,
Yeah.
we got people who listen. The struggle is finding more because we know we out there.
Yeah.
And there's people who would enjoy listening to the show. They just don't know exist yet.
Yeah, so tell a friend,
So-
tell someone. So yeah, so that's been let me tell you something for the week. I think that's been great. This show has been it's been we haven't even, as usual, me and Dan never. I mean, we create lists of things to speak about, but sometimes we have so much more fun when it just isn't planned. That's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, we always know what we want to talk about, but
Yeah.
there's not a script.
Yeah, it isn't.
No one's coming in here and it's like, at this point, Nick screams loudly, and then Dan says
Yeah,
something.
or like a
and
fake
then-
laugh or some shit. No, that's not
Yeah,
what we do.
and then it's at this point where Nick tries to start a sentence but can't, so he has to say it 3 times, and then eventually gets to the end of the sentence, and then Dan has to call him out on it. None of that happens.
Oh god.
This is just us. We're just talking. We're talking to you. We're talking to each other. We're talking to our guests. Our guest this week cancelled very last minute.
Aw.
But you know, some people
but-
apparently have like twins to look after, and apparently they've got an 8-year-old to look after, and they just did a movie with Disney, and that means they don't have time to make it on this
Yes.
little podcast.
And it's fine.
And you know, that's fine. That's
we-
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
A little bit elitist.
Yeah.
But you know, you've put in the work to be the way
Exactly.
you are and as successful
when-
as you are. So
Yeah. So,
I won't hold it against you.
nope. We are just grateful that you said yes the first time after we emailed you 8 million times. But thank you.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, when it does happen, maybe next week, maybe not,
Maybe.
we'll have a lot of things to talk about.
Indeed. We will have a lot of things to talk about. But on a different note, I just want to touch on something real quick. I just want to touch
Do
on
you
something.
reckon Adele makes really good rice and beans?
I reckon she throws down a mean jerk chicken as well. Mean jerk chicken.
What if
She's
Adele all this time has been running a stand at Carnival? She's
Right?
been selling chicken, and you got to go find it.
don't get me
Adele.
don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Adelici.
Dead. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Sorry.
Right, Danielle,
Yes.
buckle up, take a seat, grab some tissues because this is something I want to talk about because it really left me feeling a little bit confused and a little bit hurt. But I am a massive Marvel fan, and I grew up reading comics and stuff. And as a child in the island, we always was prone to know certain superheroes like Wolverine, X-Men, Storm, but there wasn't really much black characters for us to look up to. Never was. There was, but it wasn't amplified enough. So as I got older, I started to do my research and read the books and stuff, and then I realized, oh, there is Black Panther. Oh my God. Which the idea comes from the Black Panther movement, which stems back to Black Lives Matter, which is a big thing, something we take very serious. And Chadwick, what a loss it was. It really, Dan, I can't tell you how I felt when I saw the news broke. It really did just hit, when something hits home, even though you've never met this person, but have you seen Black Panther? Did you watch it in the
Yes.
cinema? Do you remember
I
the
do.
feeling you got when you saw a movie just filled with black people?
Yeah, I've never had an experience in the cinema that was like it.
Yeah.
I went to Peckham to watch it, and I
Yes.
specifically was like, it was opening week. I don't think we did opening day, but it was opening week, and the cinema was electric. I'd
Yeah.
say in that movie was a moment, like an actual true moment.
Yeah, especially it was a moment. It was a moment, especially for black people. It was just nice to have someone like ourselves, on. Even though yes, it was just a comic book team movie. It was just nice to have someone who we could look up to, another like our the younger kids, our generation behind us could look up to, and he really was that. Like King T'Challa, like is a big thing. And what was interesting is Chadwick was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer back in 2016 and battled for 4 years, and it progressed to stage 5. Now he did many of shows that where he was ill and still persisted and still no one know. And I remember the internet did, make fun of him, saying, oh, he's lost weight, whatever. And in reality, no one knew what he was dealing with. And he just persisted, and he just threw out all these films and all these movies. And then when I heard the news that he died, I was hurt and shocked, because I was like, you know what? That is, for someone like him who has brought a character for me to feel good about, and for me to feel like, oh, that's someone like me on TV, and someone like me that my brother and sister are going to look up to. And the fact that he done all these films and all this stuff, and he countless surgeries and chemotherapy, and he left behind, his wife and family and stuff. And when you look back, there's a certain clip, I know I've shared it on my Twitter, of where there were people who had seen the Black Panther movie, and they were just expressing how he made them feel. And in each one of those people that expressed their feelings, I saw myself. I saw you, Dan. I saw my brother. I saw my sister. I saw everybody who wanted to see themselves on TV and never had the chance to until a film like this. It had fucking Angela Bassett, for God's sakes. Icon. And you know she's auntie. She never gets old.
Oh yeah, that woman doesn't age.
She never gets old. But from me personally, Chadwick, thank you for gracing us with your talent and everything you gave us to the world. And it really was a shock to the world. And really, my whole thing is 2020. How much more of it do you want us to take? We've had enough.
I wouldn't test this year.
No.
Yeah, we're in the closing stretch now.
Oh.
Let's just get to the end and hope 2021 is ever
better.
so slightly better. This was sad.
Yeah.
This was a very sad moment for fans of, not just comic book fans, but fans of Chadwick Boseman, all the work he's done, obviously his family, everyone who's lost something. But there's the work he did in being the first black superhero to helm a movie, and then to also show that it can be wildly successful, gross over $1 billion successful, and speak to more issues than just good guy punches bad guy, and that you can be relatable, and you can you small young black child can be a superhero if you choose to be. That's not just for these white people. That's not just for these people who've decided that superheroes are for them and for only them. And in the medium of film, we don't trust you enough to be successful at this, and then to blow everybody away with it. While also going through your own struggles. And struggling with your health at exactly the same time, but still understanding the role that you have. It's the work that man did in his life is nothing short of amazing, and he is at rest now, and deserves to rest in both power and peace.
So you know what? Thank you, man. Thanks.
Thank you, Chadwick. But to all, now this is where we get into it. To all you fuckers whose first response to Chadwick Boseman dying was to be overly concerned about what Marvel was going to do about Black Panther 2.
Oh, God.
You don't need to go in the dump, but you do need to take a seat.
Take us. Find a stadium and just take a seat.
Take a seat. Think about what's actually important in life. Is that there's a family who's lost a son and a brother. I don't know if he had any children. I don't think he did.
No, he had a wife. I know that.
Friends, lovers have lost somebody dear to them. Let's give them a moment. To, whilst we are publicly grieving, to not have to think about work. Because Marvel will do what Marvel will do, and they will make a great movie no matter what. We can give this moment to Chadwick.
Agreed. And that's my take. So that was, I know we had to change the mode there, but sometimes we have to, this podcast is one of those places where we like to let people know how we feel about certain things. And it's something, even as last week a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about Beyonce, I was like, oh, take us to Wakanda, because I always felt that was a real place, and I felt that way because of that film. You know what I mean? So hey.
Also, Happy birthday, Beyonce.
Yes.
Before we can do that.
It's also Zendaya's birthday as well.
Happy birthday, Zendaya.
Yes.
Birthdays.
Yes, we love it.
Guys, this has been the 802.
Yes.
If you listen and you like us, give us a subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Give us a follow on Spotify. That's really helpful. You can follow us on the 802podcast at gmail.com. No, that's the email address. But you can follow us at the 802 podcast on Twitter, the 802 podcast on Instagram. You can send us your questions, send us your requests for advice to the 802podcast at gmail.com. Nick, where can they find you?
They can find me at nk.charles on Instagram and _NickCharles on Twitter.
And I am Dan James LDN on Instagram and Dan James LDN on Twitter. Come there. It's a kiki. We have a good time.
Come hither. So from us to you, it's been the 802. We hope you enjoyed the ride. We hope you had your peanuts. We had no guests, but we kept you entertained because that's what we do, because this podcast is meant to entertain you bitches.
Now get the fuck off my bus.
We're out. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.